We have this just in. Jewish Democrat Congressman Brad Schneider from Illinois says his Capitol office has been vandalized by protesters on the 4th of July. He tweeted out this photo with the caption, quote, "My Capitol office was vandalized yesterday in a vile act of hate in which the posters of the more than 100 people still held hostage in Gaza, including 8 Americans, were ripped from the wall, shredded, and tossed across the hallway." Congressman Schneider also had his home targeted by 50 masked protesters screaming anti-Semitic chants last weekend. We'll bring you more on this as we hear about it, but that's just the latest from that, his office being vandalized. Terrible. All right, next case. New texts show that deans at Columbia University mocked Jewish students over their concerns about anti-Semitism on campus. One dean writing, "Comes from such a place of privilege, hard to hear the woe is me." Congressman Mike Lawler joins me now. Congressman, 3 of the people involved have apparently been placed on leave already, but should they be fired?
Absolutely. What it shows is the academic rot at institutions like Columbia University. I went there with Speaker Johnson at the height of the protests, and we stared down these pro-Hamas agitators and the faculty that was joining in with them. And I think what you see is the absolute hypocrisy. During the Trump administration, these universities were creating safe spaces so that students that were opposed to the presidency of Donald Trump could feel safe. And yet here, where you have Jewish students actually being physically, verbally harassed, assaulted, and attacked, you have these professors who thinks it's a privilege to want to feel safe at a college university. It's shameful. They should absolutely be fired. But the first person that should be fired from Columbia is President Shafiq. Her handling of this entire episode was an absolute abomination. And she allowed this to occur for weeks on end.
Yeah, and an awful double standard, to your point. But I want to get onto this one, Congressman. New York City is going to give a new round of prepaid debit cards for migrants. The cards will be given to more than 7,000 migrants at a cost to the city of about $2.6 million. I mean, doesn't this just entice more migrants to come here? What are your thoughts?
Well, this is the result of the Democrats' disastrous policies. For years, they have supported open borders. They have enacted sanctuary city provisions in Democratic cities across the country, including here in New York. And they have used billions of dollars in taxpayer money to provide free housing, free health care, free education, free clothing, free food to illegal immigrants. And as Eric Adams said last year, it is destroying New York City. Look, New York State has increased its state spending by $60 billion in the last 4 years, $60 billion, as New York leads the nation in out-migration. And part of the reason it's losing its tax base is because people look at the absolute waste, fraud, and abuse on programs like this. Meanwhile, we have homeless veterans in New York. We have seniors who are struggling to get the benefits and resources they need. And yet we're spending millions upon millions and bordering on billions upon billions of dollars of taxpayer money to provide free everything to illegal immigrants. It's disgusting and it's shameful.
I couldn't have said it better. Congressman Lawler, thank you so much, sir, for taking the time to talk with us. We do appreciate it.